guards in high school basketball in the country. Oh, that's pretty good. The crowd always loves little guys. 6'2", and he's strutting a little bit. LeBron still has to get up to 10 on that one. That was pretty good. That was terrific. They averaged 25 points a game last year. Whoa, man! Get out of town. I like these guards. Watch this one. The kid from the sideline. He's got the big hands using them both. He's out there on that pier right now. He's getting the crowd involved. Oh, 360. Hello. Bond's giving up the 10. There it is. He gets all around. They got 50, a perfect score. Hey, Larry, we're looking at him. We're not too far away. He might be fudging at 6'2". Oh, that was bad. He's hit those. Hey. Like that. That kid's got your chair.
And not just with him scoring, but then also an open up. Hello. Timeout in downtown.
It was always thinking about the science of the game.
So let me ask you this: who was the first option in Charlotte? It wasn't
First
David
option
Wesley.
was Eldon Campbell or Jamal Mashburn.
It was.
Well, what
the
about
big fella.
And like when y'all used
when
to have
I made the All-Star game?
that time. When y'all used to play against who was y'all playing? Was y'all playing against T-Mac?
Yeah, we played against T-Mac. The first option on that team was
the only
Jamal
All-Star.
Mashburn. And then the year I made the All-Star, it wasn't like I was the first option. I just wind up with the ball with like 5 seconds on the clock, and then I had to come around the pick and get double teamed. So I had figured out how to make that shit come back to me, because you have to figure all that stuff out. Yeah. Rookie year, you're not gonna play that much. You know, you're a spot-up shooter, pass to the post, and you lucky you stay in if you can hit a couple shots, if you can get a pick and roll and get a mid-range or anything. But defense is gonna have to be your strong suit. Second year, I was hungry. I'm dunking on everybody. I'm pushing the break. I'm trying to get my money. Third year was like, okay, I know what coach wants, but like, how do I figure out how to go get me 6, 4, 6, you know, in these different quarters? So I set myself up to be that, you know, to be that guy.
Where did that come from though? Because the blueprint for that type of point guard wasn't there yet. And Gilbert was a scoring guard, but my point for you was one of the first when I was growing up, athletic guards. Because at that time it was Stockton, Nash, Bibby, but you was kind of the forefather to a, no disrespect, but to a lesser degree. Russell and D Rose was on some other shit.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, shit, I can.
But you, before them, it was you. You was a guard that we was like, for instance, the AK-47 poster.
Yeah.
Guards was not doing. It was probably what, like you and Steve Francis was the kind of dunking.
Steve Francis was dunking.
But because there was no blueprint, how did you cultivate your game to being a point guard that could dunk on a 7-footer head? Where does that come from?
Streets.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It comes from the streets, man. It comes from just. When I hit my growth spurt in high school, I was the point guard, but I also had to guard like the second tallest dude on the team. Right. And then just like I knew how to dunk. I had played on the dunk course for so long. I was like, yo, if I can ever dunk on 10, you know, dunking on 10 was like the shit. If I can dunk on 10, dude, I'm gonna catch somebody. And then I started dunking. I'm like, oh shit, I can really dunk. And so I remember the first time I dunked, I was in school. I was like 5'6", 10th grade.
5'6".
And I was trying to dunk, dude. I was just kept trying to dunk. Boom. And I kept missing. My homeboy was there, and I dunked. Boom. And then he was like, man, do that shit again. And I did it again, and I dunked. And he was like, yo. I was like, bro, we can dunk. I was like, we can. He was like, we can dunk. He couldn't dunk, but he was like, we can dunk.
We can dunk.
And I remember I cut class. I mean, it was a small school, Crossroads. But I didn't go to class because I was like, man, fuck that. I'm waiting for my homeboys to get out of class. Soon as lunch come, we had a 2-on-2. Bro, I got right in the position that I knew I had enough steps on that baseline, and I went to the hole, took him to the hole, and I dunked on every dude on my team because they didn't know I could dunk. So I dunked on every big dude on my team.
5'6".
Bro, I was 5'6". They could not. That's
so crazy.
The look on their face was like somebody just, like they lost their dog.
Yeah. Wow.
Like they didn't, like I couldn't believe. So I was like, hold on, let me start doing this. That was my mentality for big dudes. Like, yeah, I'm about to go dunk on his ass.
5-second differential shot the game. Here's Davis. Oh, boy. Yes, your family. That's on your family. Oh, my goodness. There's Davis. A dunk fest. Look at this.
Little pick and roll for Davis. Francis fell down. Davis slam.
Did you see what I just saw?
Yes.
That young man.
Yes.
Davis is there. Picks his pocket. 1-on-2. Will he go all the way? Yeah! For Garnett! Oh, facial on a star.
Baron Davis says,